Yes.
Oh my
A
goodness.
standing ovation.
Not in sequence.
Oh, what's up, baby?
Why aren't you in sequence?
I say
Very
that
upset.
for the
Very
show.
upset.
I say that for the
This
show.
is-
Standing
the-
ovation. This is the show.
you.
Norm, our question today was about vacationing or traveling.
Yeah.
Do you vacation or do you travel?
Well, for work, I do a lot of traveling.
Okay.
So it's kind of difficult. It's funny because I was just talking to somebody about this. It's difficult to really, really enjoy where I'm traveling to
Yes.
because I have to work.
Right.
And I don't want to exert myself
Right.
so I can have energy
Yeah.
for the show. But
Okay.
I love vacationing.
Okay. Are
Yeah.
you like a beach?
Where'd you go?
Are you,
Yeah, come on. Water. It has to be water. Yeah. I'm not like a big skier. So I know a lot of people go and do the snow
Not
stuff.
me. Not
I need
me.
the sun.
Me too.
I need the sand. I need the water. I need a drink.
What are your thoughts
order.
on the
In that order right
the
now.
cruise situation?
I don't mind cruising. I mean, I've done it, but mostly I've done it just because it's been work.
Right.
But there's sometimes little excursions you can go on and things
Yeah.
like that, which is fine. I don't mind that. It's a hotel that floats and goes to different ports and stuff. So I met some people who actually retired. That's their life now. They
just
sold
go
their
from
home.
one cruise to the next to the next.
Yeah.
We did have a dream vacation. It's a stay home in your pajamas, a USA road trip, a cruise, or exotic adventure.
Yeah.
The exotic adventure.
Exotic, same.
When I'm home, I'm kind of just, I'm in my pajamas. I'm doing
Yeah.
that already. So I want to have more adventure.
Okay.
Do you want clothes optional?
You and 51% of our viewers.
It's too early in the morning to start talking about that, right?
Did you get discovered on a cruise? Didn't you have like this really
So-
wild moment on a cruise?
Yeah, I did a lot of contests in Orlando, Florida, and at bars. And one of the contests I won there was a judge who was a producer for a cruise ship. So he hired me that day, and I changed my life. I was working in advertising, and he offered me this job and this
Crazy.
opportunity. And I met people who were on the ship who were professionals, and they encouraged me to move to New York, and here I am.
What
sitting
song were you singing when you got discovered?
I was singing, believe it or not, I Got Rhythm. It was a
Wow.
Gershwin, yeah. And it was like this up-tempo, funky
Yeah.
beat. Yeah, it was great.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Are you a Knicks fan?
I am, yeah, of
Are you
course.
freaking out? You bugging out?
I was like kind of, because I was on the West Coast when it started,
Oh, yeah.
and then coming back over. So yeah, there was a lot of energy on both sides. But yeah, I was really, really pulling for them, and I'm so happy that it all came to fruition.
You once sang Anthem
Yeah.
for the Knicks.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Did
I
they
do.
win?
They did win.
Yes!
Yes. It was with Toronto, and I had to sing the Canadian national anthem and the American national.
Did they pay you double?
I had to do both.
Did
yeah.
they pay you double?
No, I was promoting. I was doing Chicago on Broadway at the time, and so I got a chance to promote the show. But it was just an honor to be in that space.
Heck
You know,
yeah.
Madison Square Garden.
Oh, the Mecca.
Come on.
When are you coming to City Field to sing?
I would love that. Hello?
I know.
Yeah, it's very
fair.
I know a guy.
You know a guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know the guy
Oh,
who
wow.
books all the performers for it.
Okay, hook a
I
brother
work
up.
for the Mets.
Right.
Don't act like we
Hook
don't
a
know
brother
each other.
up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it.
Steve Cohen also runs camera. That's right there. He's right behind the gym. You're doing that new. Did you like? We see so many performers. Like I remember Christina Aguilera did the national anthem.
Right.
And she screwed up some lines.
Yeah.
Are you just constantly like? Are you more concerned about like your tone or just like get the lines right, dude?
Both. I mean, it's frightening. I've done it so many times, and I know the words, but you just get up there and go, "Oh Lord, please."
Muscle memory.
Please. I've done it for the White Sox in Chicago. I've done it in Los Angeles for the Dodgers, and each time you're just frightened. First of all, you got to. A lot of times it's a cappella, so you have to
Yes.
pick the right key.
Yes.
And
I am nervous for
I
him.
know, it's so freaky.
I did the one that I kind of quote unquote screwed up was I was with the I did it for the Rangers.
It's
here.
too cold. It's
And
just too cold.
well, what ended up like I rehearsed it, I was perfect, and then that was 2 hours later in the dressing room freezing.
Yep.
And I came out and I tried to sing it, and it just was not the
I know.
best. So we're not machines, guys.
That's
You're like a cuckoo clock. You need the perfect temperature
Totally.
to sing at noon.
When I think of Norm Lewis, I think of a cuckoo
I
clock.
think of cuckoo clocks.
As I think of
Beautiful.
Norm Lewis. Having nothing to do with cuckoo clocks, but your
Yeah.
performance at 54 Below.
54 Below, I'm back. This is a summer show, not a holiday show this time.
Right.
And we're calling it Broadway and Beyond because what I've decided to do is add a little bit of contemporary music to it.
Ooh, love it.
And there's my Broadway things. I have to do the Broadway thing. But look, I had a nice jacket. No,
It's a great jacket.
so I can't wear that ever again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm throwing a little bit of Luther Vandross.
What song?
Excuse you, never too
which-
much?
You see, if you do never too much.
If you do
no,
never
I'm
too
sleeping
much, I will
outside.
die.
No, this is a song, and in fact, I tell it in my show that I've been scared to do forever because, you know, he
Stop the
has
Love.
put his, that he's put his stamp on. That was a song previously done by Dionne Warwick, but it's A House Is Not a Home.
I was going to say a house is
Yeah.
not a home.
I feel like you would be
Yeah.
amazing at a Luther Vandross
I've
song.
been nervous about doing it, but I'm doing it Norm's way. I don't
Yeah.
want to imitate him because he's one of a kind.
R.I.P.
And then I'm doing a little bit of Michael Jackson, believe it or not.
No.
Yeah. You'll get a nice little surprise.
Really?
I'm telling you, this show is so much fun.
Are you going to moonwalk?
I can't. You know what? I think I might add that.
You're wearing the sequins.
You should totally walk.
Totally. You know
Add
what?
a glove.
I think I will.
Add a glove.
I gotta find a glove.
A nice
We
fedora.
got-
Dude, I should have hired you as my director.
I'm here for you.
What the hell?
I don't even want credit. No,
He's
it's
only
okay.
going to take 10%. Okay, so you're doing the 54 Below.
54 Below.
You're traveling hither and yonder.
Yeah.
And you star in a Netflix movie, Office
Star.
Romance, with, in my world, he is a star.
He's J-Lo's stunt double.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes.
You star as J-Lo stunt double.
It was funny because they decided that they wanted a different ending, and so they reshot a few of the scenes, and they asked me to come in and do this scene. A couple of and so I'm I'm in this J-Lo show.
What's the scene?
Well, you'll see.
Is it so? It's the ending. So this is like the big climax. This is where things change.
Yeah.
And they're like, who do we get? Norm Lewis.
Yeah, Norm Lewis. That's what I think.
Really? What is it about? It's a rom-com, right?
It's a rom-com. Yeah. And it's just
Don't
people,
say it like there's rom-coms are
Right?
for the best.
Hello?
Yes, it's a rom-com.
We need rom-coms.
How's that
in
better?
this
Should we
way
take
better.
two? Take two.
Yes.
Yes, it's a rom-com.
It's a rom-com.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay, boy meets girl. Girl is flying a helicopter of sorts, maybe,
Something like
and
that.
then the
yeah.
thing.
We all love rom-coms.
And then Norm Lewis comes in, and the
saves
rest is
the day,
history.
yeah.
And saves the day.
Yeah, and did I mention that I did The Highest to Lowest with Denzel Washington movie?
No.
Well, okay, so
Yes.
I wasn't
You
really
didn't mention it,
in
but yes.
I wasn't really in it, but you hear my voice at the beginning of it. So, what a beautiful morning. So, yeah.
That was you?
So
That
you're
was
in it.
me. That was me.
You were the best part of that movie. No offense, Spike, but you were the best part of that. You were the best part of that movie.
No comment. No comment. But
Before we go, Office
Yeah.
romances, yay or nay?
oh, I've had a couple.
Haven't we all?
Which
Yeah.
office
You
were you
can't
working
now.
I worked
at?
for a newspaper. Remember, I worked in advertising.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It was on the cruise ship because that's a hotbed of that. There's a whole show on Bravo about it. Very Norm's Way.
Exactly.
I want to
Hallmark.
create something called Norm. You need to do a restaurant, something called Norm's Way. We can do Norm's Way.
You know what? I look.
Patent it now.
You got all these great.
He will only take
Ideas.
6%.
6%.
Only
I'm going down in
6%.
percentage as the show goes on.
Norm, it's always great to have you.
Great to have.
Thank you so
Great
much.
for you to
Of course.
have me.
This was
Great for you to have me.
We
that
love
sounded
having
arrogant.
you.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner is Norm's Way.
54 Below
Yes.
this week.
Go see it.
7
It's
o'clock.
incredible.
And it's so much
Unbelievable.
fun. I have different guests every night, so it's going to be nice surprises.
And he's going
And
to moonwalk.
Luther
Yeah.
and MJ.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Shamo. I couldn't imagine you shamoing.
Also, there's a special live stream performance.
Yeah, on Friday night.
On Friday night.
Yeah, so the
Beautiful.
people in Iowa can see it anytime.
Fantastic.
Only Iowa, though.
I'm just, out there in the ethos.
Thank
so.
you very much, Norm.
Yes, through June 20th with a special live performance. On June 19th, go to 54below.org for more. And for more Norm, watch Office Romance on Netflix.
Just wait till the end, though.
Oh, my God.